everyone, you're watching PokerNews.com and welcome back to our coverage of the World Series of Poker. I am with official November 9er, Kenny Hallaert. Now, Kenny, we go back to my very earliest years on the EPT. You've been on the live tournament grind for a long time, but then you made a transition into tournament directing. So tell me a little bit just about sort of, what's been going on the last few years.
Well, actually, I always have been an organizer of poker tournaments. I consider myself still as a recreational player, although I do play a decent amount of poker as well because I do have some spare time. But yeah, started to know the game back in 2004 and got more and more passionate about the game. And in early 2008, I quit my job as an electrician and started working for a casino, doing some marketing for their poker room, and that's over the years transformed into organizing tournaments and being a TD for tournaments.
Well, speaking of transformations, you also have lost a lot of weight. You're looking very healthy. I did some interviews this year, some bracelets with Ryan D'Angelo and Lucky Chewy, who talked about eating healthy, changing their lifestyle, and what a dramatic impact that's had on their poker game. Would you say that it's also had a big impact on your game?
I think it's hard to say it didn't have an impact because I indeed, after World Series last year, I started to live a little bit healthier foods, doing some workouts, and still enjoying life though. And look, I made it to November 9 now, so probably it did have to do something with, obviously not everything, but I'm feeling better as well, and I'm enjoying the way how I am now.
The second Belgian man to be at the final table 2 years in a row. I don't know what's going down in Belgium, but clearly something great. Now talk us through a little bit about, coming into this final table, how you're feeling in terms of the draw, your stacks, and what you sort of intend to do in the next couple months in order to ready yourself.
Looking at the draw, I really can't complain. Haven't had any complaints about my table draw actually for the first 7 days. Only at the start yesterday after the dinner break when we combined the two tables, it wasn't ideal, but half an hour later some things changed. Johnny Bags got moved from my left. Some other players with chips to my left lost some chips. All of a sudden I was chip leader at the table. The way this tournament has been running out is so amazing for me. And now at the final table, the bigger chips tend to be more to my right-hand side as well. So yeah, I definitely can't complain. And for the next couple of months, I'm gonna try to prepare as good as possible. We're only 12 hours, I think, now after the last hand has been dealt. So I'm gonna let it sink a little bit into me. Gonna contact some people that already had experience here for making it November 9. See if they have any tips for me and what could be the best preparations to come in as prepared as possible into the November 9.
Well, I know that on day 5, there was a couple of spots where you got your chips cut, in some cooler spots, got your chips cut in half and then in half again. And then, as it went on, were there any times during the tournament so far where you really had a sweat?
Actually, it was only all in and at risk once, and it was indeed on day 5, where I won kings versus queens. That was the only situation. I had one more full double up that was actually yesterday, but those chips went only in at the river, so I wasn't really at risk. But I had chips basically throughout the whole tournament. After level 1, I had 100K. At the first dinner break, I was over 200K in chip leader. Back to the chip lead after day 3. Always basically had a Day 4 was after day 4 I had the same amount of chips, I think, as what I had after day 3, but then on day 4, day 5, that started a little bit bad, I would say, because those were the hands you were talking about. I got down to 10 big blinds at my lowest point, and then I found a double up with the kings and skyrocketed again from 300K and back to something like 50 million, I think, at the end of the day. It was insane.
Even when we're talking about day 4, day 5, it's a huge, long tournament. It takes a lot of stamina, and it's an incredible achievement for you to be there. We will definitely be looking forward to seeing you. Kenny Hallaert, I'm Sarah Herring. You guys are with us on PokerNews.com.